I think I might be live. And we're live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a New Beginnings episode. Oh, jeez, is it 17 or 18? Doesn't matter. We're on this. I've just realised that something is amiss. Nice. I will automatically correct it. There we go. Where were we? Oh, yes. Welcome, everyone, to episode whichever. As you can tell, I can remember. We are going to continue our exploration of Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey. Hopefully, we don't have any issues. I did, before I started, because one must always take Corona Ebola seriously, I spent an inordinate amount of time, apparently I can't speak, fixing and also cleaning, very, very extensively cleaning, although it didn't need to be extensively cleaned, I just got sucked into it. My steering wheel. I was hear my door being knocked on, and I can't tell if it's the dog or not. I do apologise, I have to go and check. Okay, it was a ghost. Great. Don't mind me. We are delivering fertilizer to Bulgaria. Cool. What I might do during the stream, convert the flatbed we use and go from there, really. Why are we beeping? No, seriously, why are we beeping? Do I have to go into the weighing station? Let's assume I do, because I kept on having to weigh last time. Hello to Jane Doe, Cyrene, Littleys, and Tara. Hope you're all well. This is very narrow. I don't like it. Do I need to be here? I do not. Anyway, yes, so we will convert it a little because, you know, we've been delivering similar packages for a while. And I know there's some other options available, like wood. No harm doing that for a stream, I don't think. Could be jolly good fun for us. Hey Ray, talk of tea caused me to draw more awful garbage. Well, your art is fantastic, so whatever you call garbage, I'm sure we'd all love anyway. Hello Lulu Bell and Priscilla Cook, hope you're all right. I had a very busy weekend. Unintentionally busy. First, I think, what did I do on Saturday? I'd made a decision to... I was talking to Irate Alex about a video. Then I got sucked into another discussion, so the Content Constable's kind of been pushed back a little so I can finish something. But that's okay. Push it back a week, that's fine. Because then I can focus on this particular video and also make sure that all points are good. Hello Duck Dog, hope you're well. So yeah, I was meant to be off the computer all day actually. What did I do? I did something else. I spent the entire day doing something else as well. And I, for the life of me, can't remember. But I was genuinely a bit busy. I didn't want to be. I guess it didn't matter too much, but I ended up going fishing as well on Sunday. No, Saturday I did the fishing. That's what I was doing all morning. I remember now. That wasn't Sunday. Because Sunday... I got back and spent the entire day collecting sources on our friend Mr. Gabe, who I've realised when I started recording stuff today for, because his name is the way you pronounce it. Yeah, no, it kept sounding like I was just saying gay over and over again, so I've got to really emphasise the B, which is fine, but it's a hassle. I might just call him. Panda Bearing, Caramel Corn, Liger, whichever you want, really. Fat Samurai. Although I think the fat word might get me demonetized, so got to be a bit careful. So I spent all Sunday messaging people, getting sources. I was in a VC with Alex for a while, collecting more sources and talking about the Content Constable that we're going to work on soon. We will get to that, by the way. I know Nestle, my thumbnail artist, she's going to do the thumbnail for that, along with the part 2 to Nick Ocado, but also the one I intended to do, which is I'm Alex. I will do that one on my own, because I think it's easy enough. But also I think it's an interesting target. These, I mean, they don't have the signs in front that the others have. I get very confused. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Joe. Is this correct, I assume? Pull in for an inspection. Of course I do. It kind of feels like the universe shifted 2 feet to the right and left me behind. I'm very sorry to hear that. Don't blame your bad taste on me. I wouldn't dare. Is this side okay? Let's assume as much. Cool. Open! Oh wait, you just weigh me like that. Oh, it's even better. Cool. I'm so happy. Can I go this way? Okay. This is going to take some getting used to, I think. Not that I'm complaining too much, but it's a nice little distraction, I think. Wait, refueling here as well? Okay. Well, this is very advanced. I like this. And the fishing was good fun, by the way, Tara. My dad, I think he caught about 11 fish, and I caught 1. Or was it 3? Either way, I think because they were so small, it didn't really matter. How much fuel do I have? I got a full tank. Am I going this way? I assume I am. This isn't confusing at all. Open. Yes. Yeah, it was good fun though. It was nice to have a little chat and hang out with the old man. Mostly because... Oh, X-ray we do those as well? Cool. I did forget to do one thing yesterday, and I'll have to make up for that at some point, but I'll have a word and see what people think, at least. Is this the right side? Because I can't tell. Oh, that gate's going to open first, I hope. That little green icon in front of me that's floating. Yeah, usually that's before the gate, but because it's on the other side of one of those, I get confused. Fishing's good fun. Gave me a chance to practice some casting at least. And sitting around. And every time I turned my back, my rod went, which was great. Sod's law, I guess. But the sources took a while. DMs. I'm not normally that busy on Twitter. But I was. And today's been good fun, because today I've received a plethora of messages, first of all saying to me, why would you bully a man that's mentally handicapped, which I'm not. And not that that's a defense in the first place. What? Can you transport refugees in this game? No. I assume that's why I get X-rayed. And also others saying, but why bother making the video? He's already now decided to walk away from social media for a long time. Because it has to be made? Hey Saki, hey Domo Damo. Hope you're both well. And hello, Vomit Sausage, for your in-character greeting. So yeah. I mean, if you use that argumentation of, but why bother making it? Because, you know, they're not here, or because it doesn't need to be said, really. Everyone understands it already. I don't think anyone would make social commentary videos. He'll be back within a few months. I'm half tempted for the video title to call it Exhibition of Stupid People number 26, and then in bracket, in like a square bracket, name subject to change. Because he changes his name all the time. In fact, I thought there was a limit on it. I've already got messages from people saying, but all the people that sent you sources have gaslighted him. Really? Because I've got the DMs that show if anyone did gaslighting, it was him. And I would say, gaslighting means nothing to me. It doesn't change the original argument of, hey, you're a bit weird, and this kind of proves it. This just proves a few points. So I recorded the intro to that today, and not really a timeline, but a rundown of how I know of him. I haven't gone into too much detail personally, because I don't want it to be about me, I want it to be about what's happened. So that is, I think, just under 7 minutes long. And so tomorrow, tomorrow's my busiest day. I don't know if I'll have time, but I'll do my main channel, my political videos. Hello, Karma, by the way, and hope you're well. I'll see what I can do, but I'll try and go through a few statements, and because I've got sent some, and also address a few of the receipts. I'm not, and I'll say this, I'm not the type. I'm not gonna, like, I was half tempted to put a 2-minute video of him trying something on the screen the whole time. I'm not that kind of guy. It's not really in my nature. I might use it for a brief clip here or there for a laugh, but I'm not gonna actually. No, I'm not that kind of guy. But hopefully it'll be done it should be done for Thursday, and hopefully it's well received, and hopefully he sees it and learns from it, because I'm not the bullying type, and I want him to understand these are his mistakes, and you had to be peer pressure to apologise last time, which I'm not convinced was a real apology anyway. So I'll be honest, I don't believe you learned, because I don't think you truly mean it, even though you've apologised in the past, weirdly, for things you've done. But I don't know if you meant any of it. But anyway, yeah, I'll deal with that and move on to Content Constable, because I've fallen behind, I said, and I really need to. I want to get that done by the end of the month, and I probably won't. What are we hauling? Fertilizer at the moment. But hopefully afterwards I'll make a change to the trailer. Oh, okay, you're going fast. Well, now you just lost out. That's for you. So yes, we've got fertilizer on the back, and sorry about that. We will deliver this, and yeah, see what we can do to change things up. But I don't have much money, so I can't invest too much, but we'll see if I can afford to have things. I heard that in ETS2 online, 13% of the truckers cause 50% of the accidents. That doesn't surprise me. It also doesn't surprise me that the other 50% are the NPCs, because I see that happen quite a lot. It's quite infuriating. I don't really care for it much, but it is amusing. I'll give them that. I don't play, by the way, the online version of this. Because it gets very laggy and very messy. Is that rain on my windscreen, or is that light off the car in front? It's light off the car in front. Okay. Truck hauling fertilizer. You're right. No one does, and there's nothing wrong with admitting it. I just wish they'd at least say it to me honestly, instead of dangerously driving in front. There we go. Oh, I also recorded 2/3 of the Pit and the Pendulum. I only stopped because my nieces got home. Sorry, I rubbed my eye then. I only stopped because my nieces got home from school and they were very loud. So I decided to make the main channel video instead and go from there. Because I hadn't really prepared for it. I got so sucked into the Gabe stuff, I genuinely didn't give it much thought. And so I ended up spending the rest of my day working on that when I realised I'd not done anything useful. Which is fine. It might be that Tuesday or maybe on Wednesday that there's no main channel video in favour of me working on that video instead. Just so I can get it done, really, because I don't want to screw up. Do we call it a minor crash? You just call it a crash, I don't care. It's a crash, it doesn't matter to me in the slightest. Especially as it was my fault, after all. I was rubbing my eye. Not the smartest move. Why is my cruise control turned off? Okay. Pit and the Pendulum Friday. That's when you can expect it. Because I've done most... It's a lot longer than I expected. I think I'm at 27 minutes audio recorded 2/3 through. So it's quite long. I want to go back, re-listen to some parts, perhaps re-record a few passages. But I want it first draft done, and then I'll listen to it, and then look at it again and see what I can do. So yes, definitely for Friday. As I think I used to do it. I used to premiere them on the Fridays, around 8 p.m. I believe. I don't know if I can do it this time, but I can certainly seek to have it for the similar time. But I might have to make it earlier in favour of me streaming on Twitch then. So I'll work it out nearer the time, because I'll be able to record the rest of it tomorrow. I just need to find where I was, which I believe won't be too difficult, but I'll scroll and find it. I'll turn those on. Don't want to get fined. These fines are heavy. I've already... Penny asked me if I had any commissions for her. So I went into the book of the in the contents page of the complete collection of Edgar Allan Poe, and I looked at the highlighted names of stories, and only 2 remain that patrons have chosen. Although I can, I'll take photos of the contents so people can see the titles that have already been chosen, and then other patrons can choose additional titles. The only 2 left that were chosen were why have I got a frog in my throat? This is irritating. Was the something the Red Mask? I can't remember the name. And To My Mother, I believe. And Penny's doing thumbnails for both, which I believe she'll work on. She sent me some sketches earlier, and yeah, I don't mind. It'll look interesting, I'm sure. And so I'll have about 6 different thumbnails to work with afterwards, and hopefully continued improvements. Some will be longer, some shorter. Oh, she's also Penny is, because I mentioned to her yesterday in a voice chat that the thumbnail for Azathoth is the only one that's so low resolution I couldn't properly scale it on not only in videos, but also when I put it as a sticker on the Teespring thing I have even. It's the only one that's not a full-size image, because it was obviously that was when she first started doing them, so we didn't really know what we were doing then. I also mentioned that I might redo it and upload it solely to SoundCloud, which I think would be good. Redo it there, and see what people think, because I think I can do a better job. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I think. Hang on. Did I just go? Oh no, we're good. I thought I went the wrong way for a second there. What is that writing? So yeah, she'll redo that as well. I'll keep her busy. And I think Christina Prime is also doing some art. She's currently doing an underwater scenery for the shuttle pod, but she's also redoing it to make not because Nestle's work isn't good enough, to be clear. But entirely because I need a scenery. Because she needs to readjust it to suit the art style of the avatar and the other backdrops. How's that? Oh no, I can't be bothered. We made a little money. Good. That's our daily loan essentially. Right. Let's find trailer upgrades. Right. So the log one is this one, right? Do I hear a cat meowing? Let me have a look. Anyone? No. Duly noted. I'm going nuts today, apparently. My apologies. Right. Where were we going? Oh, yes. The artwork's your favourite. A Mask of the Red Dead. That is the story, yes. Azathoth's probably my favourite too, actually, the thumbnail for it. That, or, actually, no, I went through the list. The Tree and What the Moon Brings. They're my favourite ones. Along with Azathoth. Although I did quite like Salaphias because the video artwork was was a painting she did, but the thumbnail was an unfinished piece of art she did for it. It was not a finished piece, I really like it because it just has that nice. I don't know. There's something odd about it that I really like. Probably should slow down a bit. This feels a bit dangerous. Why can't I do cruise control here? I can't do cruise control here. Okay. Oh, now I can. Nice. Perhaps the button wasn't working properly. I'll have to look at that afterwards. Sounds like a dog whining. Oh, is it? Probably Lizzie. As a thought. That might actually be someone on Twitch, you know. That's a good point, Saki. Maybe it is. If it is clever, it might be Lizzie, the Cavalier. She likes to make a lot of noise when she's near me because she wants to be in the room. But if I have her in the room when I'm streaming, then in about 10 minutes, my sister will come and collect her, and they'll make a lot of noise. So my apologies. Enjoy your rest, Lulubelle. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I tried the poster thing, by the way, Joe. The problem with that was not one of them was big enough size scale-wise. But I can certainly look into that as well. Actually, it's not a bad idea. I thought sticker was the best option because size-wise, the stickers, the biggest sticker is still quite big. Decent frame size, you know, but not a huge size. Hello, Anne, and hello, Keith. I hope you're both having a good day. And I'm sorry you didn't get a notification. We're going to see if we can afford the log thing for my trailer. That could be fun, hauling logs for a stream. Especially as there's no real intention to keep it. But yeah, it could be interesting. Can I put cruise control on? Let's do that. Yes. Just check. No check. Oh right, you. Oh no. Stickers are all right. Yeah. I think I acquired a couple recently. It's just nice to put in frames that I have with other things that are related to them at least. If they're cut well. If they're not, I'll spend about 10-15 minutes trimming it, which I'm not totally against, but it's a hassle. It really is. Where are we going? Okay, we're going this way. Good to know. I like that. I don't know. I'm getting. I saw your thing. That was very cool. Congratulations, I guess, for being nobility. Yes. I hope you're proud of yourself. I think I need to pause and usher the dog away, otherwise she's just going to keep whining. But we'll see. Especially if she wakes one of the girls up, that would be really bad. Especially, you know, a niece. Can't have that. Surprising how loud she's being, actually. My mistake. I do apologise for that, by the way. It's just far too fast. Right, let's go. Yeah, this will do. This is really nicely made, I have to say. Yes. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. I'm going to have to go and usher the dog away. Right, my apologies. Dog ushered away. Because I've forgotten, when I'm in the truck, do you hear the truck sounds as well, or is it just me? Because I forgot the number I balanced it at. Hey, Dave. Hope you're well. Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. Hope you're doing good. It should be loud enough. That was Karma. The pupper was Lizzie, the smallest Cavalier. She likes to do that a lot, makes lots of noise, and I get it. She wants to be, you know, she wants to be around me. That's great, but when streaming, it's a bit tricky because sister's very loud, and she'll come in and shout. I can't have that. It'd be very rude as well, wouldn't it? Because then there's me somewhat calm tone, "Sister, get downstairs!" And I'm not, no, even though there's no need to shout in the first place. Hello, Serene. If I haven't said it already, if I have, I'm saying it again. All I hear is creaky chair and Meg, no game audio. Right. I should probably change that then, shouldn't I? Yep. Change it again and again and again. You're welcome. Can someone else tell me though, because no one trusts Saki. You can't hear the game at all. Right, there we go. I have someone I can trust that tells me that. No offense, Saki, but you can't be trusted. I will turn that up. Right. That should be more audible. The reason why I asked, by the way, is because I haven't streamed Euro Truck in a week, and I forgot the number that I'd set it at, so it was audible. So I needed somebody to tell me, because I can hear it fine on my end, so I would never actually... Yeah, I'd never actually know. Oh, no, this one. Sorry. That is a weird intersection. That is a very weird one. But it's fine. Surprisingly, it's a long way away. Bouncing on bed sound. It's quite loud, isn't it? Geez, we're going a long way to get... That's a long way to go to get to a repair stop. Oh well. I mean, we're covering some ground at least. We've covered a fair bit. No, we haven't. This is all new stuff and I've barely touched it. Okay. Well, we'll go here and... Yes. Don't hear me, I'm this... Oh, jeez. Slow that down. 5, 4, 3, 2... Come on, slow down. Yes, definitely ew. Someone should definitely address that. The ewness is unacceptable in the chat. Feel free to dib if you want. I will not object. Disgusting. Anyway, yes. Thank you for helping me balance the audio. I do appreciate that. Should make this a bit more... Hang on. Why is OBS showing as red on one side but green on the other? You should be ashamed of yourself. I found out recently that YouTube for game streams now has a pinning function, right? Which sounds great, but for me to use that function, I have to tab out of the game to click a comment. What is the point of that? Ew. Yes. How slow are you going? We're in 80 and you're barely doing 50. You should be ashamed of yourself. You look away for 2 seconds. Well, stop looking away, I guess, and people won't be gross. Maybe you're the one they respect. Oh, now you go faster? Bet you're only carrying fruit then, too. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fast enough, fast enough. Yes. So also, on top of all that, I was, while also doing the art stuff, getting more DMs from people, Jesus Christ, about the, in the YouTube live chat, yeah, Karma, I can do that. I was replying to more people, sending more information. I've gone down the wrong bit. Grumble. Screw it. Sorry. Nope, I'm going. Sorry, but I was here before you. And I did that mostly because I know how anal Dave is about the driving. And, yeah, more and more sources, which doesn't help because I thought I had everything. Hello, Alice. Hope you're well. But apparently I'm nowhere near complete. But I think I have enough to work with, so if anyone does have more, save it for yourselves. Because I don't really want... at that point, I'd end up spending too long reading through them. I don't want to do that. I want to show a point, a very clear point, and a pattern. A pattern of behaviour and a pattern of actions. So more sources kept coming in. I may have to, maybe I'll tweet that out. That'll help. I think it'll be easier. I was also looking at the, well, British politics for the most part, because they've been... Hello, Chicken 2.0. Hope you're well. Because, Britain's getting a bit funny. It's getting quite amusing with the behaviour concerning the coronavirus. I know there have been some international videos of people wrestling over loo rolls and someone with a full trolley of loo rolls. Hell, there's even a air quote prank channel that has made a video pranking somebody who then believes they have the coronavirus. No one takes this seriously. I mean, you should to an extent, but there was a hashtag on Twitter earlier trending, panic buying UK, and the only one I kind of took sympathy in was the one that said we might run out of Monster Munch pickled onion, but I don't even eat crisps anymore. Can people just calm down? Although it was 2 for £1 on the pickled onion Monster Munch, so I kind of thought perhaps it wasn't so much Corona and more the deal of the day. Well, I could be wrong. Why, yawn now. Come on. Not even tired. I was considering recording the rest of that Pit and the Pendulum after this. Is this where I'm going? I think it is. Cool. So, what has everyone been up to today? I hope it's been productive for everyone. I hope, been kept busy. I got up a bit later than intended. Went for a nice long walk and ended up going to the gym and just chilling. That's okay. Where's the... Oh, it's this one, isn't it? That's the crane drop side flap. Where's the... Oh, it must be a different type. Okay. I like that I have the steerable, but I don't really use them. Okay, so I don't really have that as a function. And I don't really... If I do this, then at least I have some stuff just strapped onto it. And I'm getting back some money. What a win. Okay. Are there any new upgrades? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we got here? Oh, right. Different types of paint tires. Why are you different? Oh, it doesn't matter. What is this? Oh, a painted box. Look at that. That works. Full protection side skirt. That looks alright, actually. Well, I'm paying $2,000 for a flat, well, now just a completely flat bed. That's fine. Only went to work. The productivity comes later today. Well, if you don't mind me asking, in what way does it become more productive? Trying to track down a lot of map for a piece of property my family just bought. Okay. That's pretty cool. Take your time, game. Right, we are here. Marble. Oh, I don't want marbles to deliver just to there. Give me something with a bit of distance. No, I've done this kind of stuff. That's different. That's to Romania. Okay. New. Although it does go through another town. And what was that again? That was concrete stairs. Which one's... that's longer distance. Okay. It's going the other way, really, isn't it? That's not a bad idea. I mean, money's not bad. Let's just do it by price. Price. That's the highest. Large tubes are the other. Different. Yep, let's do that. You slept. Congratulations, Saki. Working and moving into a new flat. Oh, that's fantastic. And I'm sorry you got tired and distracted, Dave. Sorry, I confused you with somebody else. My apologies. Hopefully that was all good for you, though. Oh, jeez. Can you hold the mouse steady? No? Okay. Workout, writing, guitar playing, and simply being awesome. Okay, well, you can lie to yourself if you like, but honestly, at this point, it just sounds silly. Are my lights even on? No, they were not. Nice. Probably should have repaired the truck while I was in there. That would have been handy, wouldn't it? Right, let's... You terrible driver. Yes, I know. What did you just call me? I think I just called you Eden. You're welcome. I might change your name on the server to that now. You're getting all triggered by it. This way. Yes. That hello, number one, by the way. I see the whole of Italy has just been placed into quarantine. Yeah, I've been seeing some pictures of that. F for Italy, I guess. I don't really know how to respond to it. It's not doing so good over there, I guess. Is this the turn? Yes, it is. Don't you dare turn into me. I have this horrible track record of being driven into. It was a yellow. How dare you? Yeah, you're slow. For that, I'm going into your lane as well. Oh, you turned off. Leave my Davy alone. I didn't know you were Crispo, Keith. We need to throw the boot away. I'll take your word for it. I'm sure they have a use. I don't know. Not really sure, to be honest. I'm sure Italy has a purpose, though. I mean, they do breed some of the finest racists, and the food's not bad when it's cooked properly. None of this al dente nonsense. Oh, you're scaly. Oh, you're right. Which way are we going? Ah, we're going this way. Right. Down here, yes. Oh, right. When crispy is nice, you share. My mistake. No, I was thinking Dave was his anyway. And you were just, you know, begging it. Cargo, here we go. I just realised my guy might need to sleep soon as well. Yeah, he will. That's going to be quite close and irritating. How long will it take to load these? Oof. My guy's going to need sleep real soon. Cool. Your scales are beautiful. Oh. I'm sure they were bought from some high-quality merchant in China. Yes. Hearing about Corona Gen. I saw that tweet going about everywhere, and people were going nuts over it, implying it was somehow racist or, you know, just generally wrong to say. And I was thinking, but it sounds hilarious. It's just a term. It's not. Please stop getting triggered by it. Does it really matter what it's called? It's just... I mean, I'd rather name it after a rubbish beer. To be honest, if we're gonna, you know, give it a name, and it negatively impact on the sales of other beers, of Corona most notably, why don't we change the name of it to something that sucks? Why don't we just call it the Artois virus? Can we call it the Foster's virus, the Carlsberg virus, the Carling virus, the Budweiser virus? Which, I'll be honest, based on the adverts back at the early turn of the century, is in fact a virus. Corona-chan is a character's name. I didn't know that. What's it in? Is it anime or something? Because if it is, that's why I don't know what that is. Be nice to your scaly, she is the bestest. No. No, I do what I want. You can defend, though. It's amusing. Racism is racism. Well, it is. It is. I generally don't get involved in that, but I am curious why these names do crop up. There are many models, and she is super kawaii. I don't know what the kawaii desu is. What is that? Is that? Hang on, I've heard that is kawaii an art style or something? I don't know. Clearly, I have no idea what it is, and I'm not googling that. Saki, you know I'm not going to Google it as well because I don't care enough. I did see people, now that I have that slither of context though, people saying it was racist to say it, and with that context I guess it's not in the slightest, is it? It meets Earth-chan, that would be a fun little... I'll take your word for it. Hello Kryptonite, hope you're well. You've explained kawaii to me before, have you? Clearly, my interest waned and Attic theory came into full effect, and I decided, you know what? You can disappear from my memory real fast. Which I think was the right move. Oh dear. Oh, by all means, mock away, Saki. I just don't care. It's not my style. It's not my thing, is it? I don't watch or read a lot of Japanese animated stuff and whatever kawaii is. It's just not my thing. So my interest upon learning about it is going to dissipate if I still can't find a reason to be interested in it. Which is normal, isn't it? So when someone explains something you don't know, then you learn. You're no longer interested, though. It doesn't mean your interest is going to stick around with it, does it? It just means for a moment you're going to appreciate it for what it is because you've been told about it, but you're not going to invest time in it, are you? Oh, hang on. There we go. Much better. For the rest of the ladies in chat, they'll get... Oh, jeez. Dear, oh dear, Saki. You should be ashamed of yourself. But yeah, I'm sure you did. Don't care enough, obviously. Well, not don't care enough, more of a... I cared then, lost interest very quickly. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. It's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to retain anything, and even upon thinking about it, I'm still not interested enough. And I never have been really in that kind of stuff. It's quite strange because I've been asked many times by friends and other creators about manga and anime and other whatever they're called. Oh, and the hentai stuff as well. But I don't know. I'm just not really care. Actually, Joe, that's actually a silly thing to say, because at the time when I asked you, chances are I did need to know. But now I don't. Because even though I've forgotten it, I still needed to know when you explained it. It doesn't mean I should then, because you've explained it, retain it as if it's something important, because it's not. It's something I needed to know at the time, not something I need to know all the time. That's the point. Please don't be annoyed about that, because honestly that is a trivial thing to be bugged by. I hope I've made that clear. And honestly, in all truth, I just don't see a reason to be annoyed about something like that. I really don't. Oh, jeez. How else can I go here? Oh, at least it says it. I can just about see it on the sat-nav. That's nice. I really do need to switch trucks at some point. X. You spend way too much on chocolate. Nothing wrong with chocolate, Saki. There is nothing wrong with chocolate. In fact, never anything wrong with chocolate. I spent a lot of time yesterday talking to Penny because her mother might be able to help me obtain one of those chocolate grenades from Russia. Which would be kind of cool to obtain, I think. It would really suck if, upon arrival, the chocolate tasted horrific. But you only get one chance, I guess, one life. I'm not going to say... I don't want to say YOLO. But you know what I mean. No point expecting the worst. Just hope for the best. And yeah, that'd be good fun to get hold of. Or a chocolate bullet or something, I think. Well, it depends on how big that is, because it could be one of those weird, like, a bit, like, that you may have to break it if it's rock solid, or is it hollow. It'd be nice to know a bit more. I like... Ah, Kami, you always do that. Looking for the other way around it, which I like. But I'm much like the other things we've discussed in the past food-wise. You're like, but you could make them, and I think that's clever. I still want to obtain it from the place, because I think that'd be kind of cool. Chocolate grenades are offensive. You're right, they are. Fill them with sprinkles and chocolate buttons, perhaps, or I don't know, something people would enjoy upon detonation. First aid kit, perhaps, and you're golden. Cambridge chocolate, do they? Cool. I did see, by the way, Saki, and thank you for pointing it all out. I did look for them before I went. I decided to try and track that place down, and most of them didn't look good enough. You know, a lot of them were flat, which was fine. A lot of them were, I don't know, they looked like the molds weren't as crisp, which is something I thought was really cool about the ones I saw. That's not to say there aren't good ones that do look great. Of course not. But that doesn't change what I initially said. It's just people poking at what I've already stated as a, yes, but you can get it here instead. But I already made my mind up. That's not to say I won't try them eventually, but decision made, you know? I missed my turn. Of course I did. Grumble. How long do I have anyway? Plenty of time. Did I do two? Oh. Fiddlebox. I got distracted. Well, I have myself to blame for that one. Never mind. Okay, let's carry on with this. Yes. I hate doing these. Although, at least there's less chance of tipping these lower, because the flatbed and the weight on it. I think it's like 21 ton. It's not too bad. Russian chocolate. Oh, jeez, what's going on here? Thank you, game. You bastard. Is the Russian ones filled with vodka? I don't know. I couldn't read the description. Google Translate struggled with a lot of it. Let's go with this. At some point, I'm going to have to get used to the roads here. And the junctions. Seriously. This all makes, well, not so much sense. Of reactor 4 would be mind-blowing. Oh, that would, yeah, that would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Chocolate shaped like graphite. Imagine people selling graphite as chocolate and someone actually trying to take a bite of that. That would be painful. I'll be honest, Saki, based on what I hear about you, it's more likely you'd fill it with hair dye than you would with gunpowder. Or you'd dye the gunpowder a different colour, depending on your mood. But who knows? I'm not saying you're predictable, by the way. What is that? Okay, never mind. Oh, it's a housing. Okay, it's a building site. I was thinking at some point maybe using old screenshots again for thumbnails, but then I realised, I don't know, perhaps using an artist would be better anyway. And Ness did a good job with this one, so it's not so bad. Dying gunpowder. Oh god. How fast am I going? Oh. Is this a wiggly road? Was this drawn by a kid? Do chocolate grenades explode though? Who knows? I couldn't read the site to tell you. But I will endeavour to find out. Just for you, Dave. If they did, I would point out it wouldn't be something I could acquire in the UK. We have a bit of a thing on explosives. We're not fans. Let's go with that. Can't imagine why. They look fantastic. I just want to know if the chocolate tastes good. To be honest, that's pretty much it. That and how it looks. It just looks fantastic. The bullet also looks great, I would say. Appearance-wise, that is certainly incredibly well made. And I think it'd be very funny also because most of my family don't like white chocolate. I do. I have a sweet tooth. It's all good. I think you need to popping candy to make it expensive. Popping candy would be perfect. I think someone did mention that to me. Oh, who said that to me yesterday? Somebody said it to me. They'd fill one with popping candy. I think it was Irate Alex. It wasn't on a live stream or anything, but he said that, and I thought that would be kind of cool. Popping candy is quite popular with one of the Dairy Milk Cadbury's bars at the moment. It is quite nice with popping candy and the jelly beans, I think they put in it. Yeah. Well, I haven't had one of those in a while. Let's see if the Russians can do their own version of it. You'll know if it's you'll know if it's a bit too much if it starts glowing. What do you fill your grenade with? Plutonium. Nothing much. Nothing to talk about. Move on. That's a nice and easy job, wasn't it? Be nice to make some decent progress with these deliveries. In the sense that it's great to, you know, get them done and everything, but business-wise I'm still kind of floundering a little. I think I've got, what, 16 grand. I can pay my bank loans for the next 2 days. I think I'm nearly finished on this one. I've got 3 days left on it, which will help, because then we're only paying this for another, well, 35 days it will be at the time this one's paid. Which is good, because once that's done... Oh, that's great. Yeah, we won't have to worry so much. Oh, close all those bloody messages, thank you. Job. Let's go and find another one. As we want to make money. And we're in here. Marble. Decent price. That's a decent price as well, but that one, marble, it's something else. Marble slab. That's something. But it's nowhere near us. None of these are. It's in the quarry. Oh, okay, that's why it's in a quarry. Okay. Should I do a marble slab? That's different. Yeah. Let's do that. Get the feeling I'm going to have to go a fair distance, though, to get it to where it needs to be. To get to it and then get it to where it needs to be, but that's fine. Hopefully the job won't run out, but there were 3 different versions of it. 2 marbles, one marble slab and 2 of them were marble stone. So hopefully one will be available when I get there. Oh geez, sorry, that was a bit close. Too busy focusing on that right side wing mirror. You got a YouTube notification now, did you? Nearly an hour after I started. That's nice. That's adorable. Nothing makes me happier than getting delayed notifications. But you've got it, and that's all that matters. How fast? I need to slow down. Better. I need sleep or more drugs. Jeez. I'm sorry that you're... welcome back, by the way, Lulu Bell. Sorry that you're not able to sleep properly. And hello, Reason Vision. Hope you're well. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm hoping to get the Gabe stuff, like the intro stuff, like 7 minutes worth already. hoping to get some of that done by... That was flashing like red. I assume, yeah, it means the train's coming. Oh, there it is. Cool. I'm hoping to get some more done tomorrow. A lot of people have asked me to like mock. And I've said I'm just going to savage. But be blunt and honest savage, not a dick. Hello, Saturnine Smile. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. Unless your name's changed, I recognise it. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. Hope everyone is. Let's see. Hello, pig. How far do we have to go, I wonder? I've seen a few of these crashes at these things already. Is this common in Bulgaria? I don't see any paths, so I assume there are lots of people who get hit. Oh, jeez, look at this road. It feels bumpy as well. I say feels, you know what I mean. Oh, wrong one. I'm not going to mock Karma, simple. I don't care to. I might flash the odd clip on screen, but I'm not going to... I'm not going to do it because I know then what others will say. They'll say, ah, you mocked a mentally handicapped guy. Do you not have any standards? And I want it to be solely, you did this. You're a shitty person. Congratulations. Hopefully I can do that. But I'll edit the remainder of what I didn't do today because I got sucked into a bunch of messages with too many people. Far too many. And I'll finish editing that tomorrow after the gym. After I've done my videos at least. And then I can progress from there. Because there are statements I need to put on screens. And I want to make sure that it's, you know, as good as it can be. Oh, this feels really treacherous, this road. If it makes sense, like, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. You try and mock me all the time. I think you're different. Because you're not human. But I could be wrong. I couldn't be sure. Who even is this guy? Just a really, really... you know, I'll save it for Thursday, Priscilla. Let's just say taking advantage of one's audience but others is unacceptable, and manipulation and lying and gaslighting and bullying is equally unacceptable. Although I don't really care about gaslighting. That's just lame. I want to care more about the other stuff. Oh, is it really unsafe? Oh, that explains a lot, to be honest, because this doesn't feel right at all. The roads are... Yeah. Look at that. Why has it got a nice bit and then a nasty bit? I don't understand that. Oh, this is going to be a mess. Hang on, do I have to go up there? Oh, I'm probably going around there somewhere then. Okay, cool. Why are you so slow? Oh. Fiddlebox. Go away, phone. I'm turning you over now. There we go. A womble. Well, that's an option. The worst thing now is I know I can't overtake this thing yet because there's a stupid hairpin coming up. Should be on going home this week, but there have been complications. I have no idea if I'm going home. I just missed my bit. Oh, I'm very sorry. I hope you are able to get home soon. It sounds a lot like Boogie. Ah, yeah, Boogie. Jesus. He was on my list of people to do a content constable on. And it may still happen in the future, but no time soon, because I don't care enough. And he just needs to screw up at the right time for me to catch it, because there's no point at this point, because everyone has done videos on him. It has to be something a bit fresher. Which I hope he doesn't. I really do, because I like Boogie. I like him a lot. But damn, he does not help himself. I'm done with you. Done, 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 done. Bye. Bye. Yeah, go away. Go on. That's it. This feels horrible driving at 56 miles an hour, kilometers an hour, sorry. This feels horrible. Oh, never mind. My intention this week, minus the Gabe video, is to also do another exhibition of stupid people on Friday, I think, instead of the Halls of Injustice, because I had all the sources for the next one already waiting, and then I made that decision, and I'm like, I can't sit on these for longer than a week. A lot of them go stale. And so I'm kind of like, you know what, I'll do 2. Which I think people will prefer anyway, because then they get like one, and a lot of the stories are quite funny. So it's not a serious, like the Gabe one is serious, but the other one is not. And I think that they'll go down well. I think it'll, yeah, do well. I did have a subject for the Halls of Injustice stuff, and I know Christina is working on the Dread update, which is great because I want it. But also, I would like to introduce that to that series and properly retire the original ones, because those ones are a bit... it doesn't work with the Avatar, current Avatar... oh, well that was weird. Did I hit the tree or something? I don't think I did. But it would be nice to have that. But I know she's working on the shuttle pod and some underwater scenery, and because I actually had a discussion with her earlier. It's quite funny because she didn't know what Shuttle Pod 1 was, and I thought that was really funny because I sent her a stash link. Hey Sith, I saw your Rocket League stream. Looked like fun. Before I started anyway, and yeah, like good fun. But the Christina didn't realise that the shuttle pod is meant to be claustrophobic, which is important because of her style of art. That looks lovely, by the way. And so she's going to try and remain true to the outside appearance for me, because I really want it to still resemble a shuttle pod. But also she's going to tweak it a little. But she also thought it was just another submarine. I'm like, no, Shuttle Pod 1 is a shuttle pod. It goes in space. I just wanted to use it underwater for a time being until I get to a stage where I want to leave the ocean. Which may well happen, you never know. Can never say never and all that. Could be a fun idea to take myself on the road, you know? Oh, what's that? We're going to go through the stars on Quarter Impulse. Yay. That sounds like fun, actually. That does. Yeah, something to think about for the next couple of years, perhaps. You never know. Are we talking classic 2000 AD Dread, Stallone Dread, or Urban Dread? Urban. I like 2000 AD, but it wouldn't work with my avatar. Although, if I showed Christina that stuff, she probably would prefer it, to be honest. The Stallone outfit, although we'll say this, the Stallone outfit minus the helmet was fairly true to the sources as well of the 2000 AD then. It's not a mini-sub, no. It's Shuttle Pod 1. It's just being used to go through there to get as a means to get out of the ocean. That's the point. But it could also function as that, because I do believe shuttle pods can actually operate under the sea. But as it will have spacefaring, well, the idea was to do that, so I could use it to go and mess with Sith a bit. That seemed to be the plan. Yeah, it was an idea anyway. This is an incredibly long, windy and awkward road. Oh, excuse me. Whether or not the shuttlepod can handle all of the atmospheric pressure of being underwater, Meg, how deep is your submarine? It's at the bottom of the ocean. What do you think? I did discuss, by the way, the idea of like being at certain depths with Christina, and like the darkness we were going to try and imply it being deeper and further down. This is really, yeah. Where am I going? Here? Let's assume here. That is a, yeah. Why have I still got those on? Turn those off. Is that meant to be a quarry or something? Well, we'll get the job first and go from there. I'm not going to give you more details yet. Not just yet, anyway. Let's get this. Oh, it's just over here anyway. And I'll be nosy in a second with the camera. Hello, mysterious signor. Hope you're well. Let us take a different... Oh, is it too dark? No, it isn't. Right, that's side view. I've got an idea. Right, so what you do this, and you go to photo mode. You do this. Oh, is that the best you could... Hang on, no, I can go higher than that. Right, if I go over here, go forward, and be a bit nosy. Can I go up a bit? Up. No? Oh, that's as high as you're going to let me go. Well, I'm going to be nosy for a second. What is this? Must be some... you know what, I'll check in a minute. There'll be a better view elsewhere. If I go closer, it'll give me a better view anyway. I'm kind of curious. I think that's meant to be some kind of mine quarry, isn't it? Yeah, based on what I'm seeing anyway. Right, I'll go from here and do it. Photo mode, where is it? I don't know where it is. Useful. That doesn't help in the slightest. Okay. Sepsis. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry you had sepsis. That sucks. That really does. Yeah, I know. I hoped he would too, Socky, to be honest. Honestly, I genuinely wanted a second one. There is a comic that's meant to be a sequel to the film. And I've got it. I can't remember the name. Is it Underbelly? No, it's not Underbelly. Is that the word S? There's an S in it somewhere. You know, I can't remember the name. It's in a box next to me, though, but it's really good. And art style, yes, it's all urban and Thirlby's Anderson. And she features in it briefly, and he basically just doesn't care, which is hilarious. Basically, it's you know, dread. What do you expect? Oh yeah, what does this cargo look like? Let's have a look. Yeah, nice. A few slabs of marble. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll have to message me the name sometime. Yes, and I'll definitely remember to look at that email you sent me that I still haven't seen. Sorry about that, by the way. I got sucked into a few things that that took my time. Yes, I haven't replied to a lot of messages, actually. I'm very sorry about that. I hate going at this speed. This is a very annoying road. What time is it in there? It's 15... Oh, it's 5... It's 5:15 p.m. Cool. I'll have to put the lights on in about 40 minutes. It's fine. Until then, let's put up a little speed and see if we can get out of this... it's quite out of the way of everything, isn't it? I would say that the urban dread that you now reference as not the absolute dystopic urban sprawl. I think it just has that feeling of more 21st century. It looks more, I'm not going to say realistic, but there's that edge of that's what it could look like. More likely than, well, certainly more likely than Stallone's, which, I'll be honest, just look like a paradise of obscene buildings, none of which could architecturally stand. There's no way they would ever be able to. Apparently cement was a guarantee that everyone had, along with every reinforced bar you could ever acquire. Whereas the urban ones seemed to kind of feel like it could work. And a 2000 AD megacity is always a bit, you know, a bit much. But at least it was a comic instead of an adaptation or an interpretation. And I do hope so soon. I hope you go home already soon. I really do. Sepsis is not nice. Too many people I know have been in the hospital with sepsis over Christmas and New Year, and it really sucks. That, to be honest, sepsis scares me more than that. Was it Corona-chan you called it? Yeah. Oh, jeez. If you went for that marble being so heavy, I'd worry I'd tip at this point. Lights are this one. Yeah. Sepsis, terrifying. Don't envy anyone. And so I feel sorry for you, truly. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Lesson learned. Stop rubbing eyes. I will learn this lesson eventually. Hopefully. Maybe. The issue I have is that all the realism in Dredd in 2013 is that, as much as I loved it, do you see that Judge Dredd punching Judge Fear in the face so hard comes out the back of his head? Yes, I saw that. To be fair, that's probably what the whole, comic thing's about. Oh, you've had sepsis. Jesus. With the damage, okay, so over Christmas, the two most notable people in my life that had it was my nan, and I'd heard that it had gotten so bad that a DNR was, signed. Now, she's out of hospital now. She survived, and that doesn't surprise me because I just don't think sepsis or anything else could kill her. I thought that she'd have died from cancer, considering she's been a chain smoker for 60 years. And a friend of my sister's had it, and she's been back in hospital several times because when she's told to do certain things to look after herself, she hasn't done it, and she's gone back because, yeah, you have to look after yourself. With remarks on the 2013 stuff, the punching the face thing, yeah, thankfully that wasn't in the movies. I do think Dredd as a character is just, I don't know, he's great on his own, but he's always best supported by people with great personalities that make him look more human, because he's not really, is he? He's a fantastic clone, and he's kind of like, in most adaptations, he's peak physical fitness. Not that it means you can stick your fist through someone's skull, even death, which is always quite funny. And yes, no one's being sorry for you. But we're going to say it now. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that again. That's cringe. But no one's feeling bad for you. They're just sending you well wishes and hoping for nothing but the best, truly. Because sepsis is terrifying. It sucks. I genuinely think that's scarier than a lot of things at the moment, especially this time of year. I mean, winter came late, and yeah, people suffered for it. I mean, it started to warm up a little where I am, but only because the sun's been out. Enough that the grass is growing. Let's go with that. This road is horrible, by the way. I'm genuinely... Oh, God, no, don't crash. I genuinely don't care for that. Thanks, Keith. Yeah, so people get it. People in the chat understand and respect, and it's not a case of feeling sorry. I now need drink. It's almost as scary as Meg driving a truck. Can confirm. Stay hydrated, kids. Yes. Am I turning here? No. Oh, I hate these roads so much. I love them because they're very different, but I hate them because they're so unpredictable. Like, how come one side of this road's dirty? What's going on? I don't get it. You are stubborn, I'll give you that. I'm glad it didn't get you, Joe. I really am. Hope you don't get it again either, by the way. Hope no one does. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Actually, I can wish it on a couple. Am I allowed to wish it on sex offenders? By that I mean those who have been 100% confirmed to have committed certain crimes. Can I wish it on them? Is that okay? I'll ask you the chat because I think it's only right. Advice for these roads: slow down. Are you underestimating my power? I'm kidding. I do think the speed I'm going at's a pretty reasonable speed. It's not too fast, and I should be able to manage it. But thank you for the advice. Yes. Apparently it's now Gerperson instead of... I'm not saying that. Those kind of offenders should be used for medical, unethical experiments. We do need, to be fair, we do need something that replaces animal testing with something more humane. I'll see myself out now. Sorry. That was bumpy. Oh, there's actually a massive dip in that road there. That was nice. You trying to ruin my suspension or something? Oh, I don't... If you heard, but Snake Thing is going to jail. Alex Salmond? Did he get... Are you talking about Alex Salmond? Because I know he was in court today over the 14 cases against him. The 14... I'm not going to say the name of it. But the cases against him are quite severe. I know that Alex Salmond was in court today. I don't know if that's who you're referring to. Because when I say Snake, usually I mean Michael Gove. Oh, no, not him. Okay. Who? Because I now don't know who you're talking about. I'm talking about one of the zoo sadists. The what? I don't know what that is. Could you enlighten me, mysterious signor? Because I have no idea who you're talking about now. Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, at least I didn't crash. Can you go forward now, please? Thank you. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I might when the Alex Salmond, and I will definitely cover it actually, when Alex Salmond's court case is done, I'll be able to address that in a political Moisky News video, which would be kind of interesting because his case has been going on for years. He quits an MP because of it. Well, member of Scottish Parliament, MSP, and you know I don't. You can't comment on something until a verdict has been given, really. There are some cases where I have covered it beforehand because things are just too weird. Kiro the Wolf Leaks. No, I don't know who that is. Are you referring to Julian Assange? I just don't... I don't know who Kiro the Wolf Leaks is. I do pay some attention, but not that much attention. Because with those kind of subjects, I don't know how to how do I address something like that. Okay, we've got half an hour. We're good. We'll find a spot. If not, we'll black out. Where some Telegram chats were leaked, and it was a bunch of zoo files talking about how the bunch they got off being intimate with puppies in a... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah. Right. Of course they did. Well, that's disgusting. Send them to the cursed earth. Send them all to the cursed earth. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's... yeah, no. And if they got jail, congratulations. I don't know who that is, though, and I'm going to... I won't remember. I've got other things to do this evening. If I do remember, though, I could certainly mention it, because that is a Halls of Injustice thing, really, isn't it? A Halls of Justice, even, at that point. I guess it depends on how long their sentence was. And thankfully, I found a sleep stop. That is handy. Is it in the same spot, or do I have to turn into a different area? Let's do that. Where is it, though? I'm going to assume it's here. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I agree. Poor puppies. I'd need to... To be fair, I'm not totally against knowing the details. But it's then... I'd have to work out if I could make something like that on that. But if he did it in depth, I guess there's no point, really, is there? I try and cover things others don't these days. I think it's a bit easier to stand out. I mean, jumping on bandwagons was quite a popular thing when response videos were common. Everyone would do one and they'd say the same thing. They'd all be like, I know these people have done it, but they missed a few key points, and I'd like to address it. And then just make the exact same arguments for about 10-15 minutes. I would say that was before people could insert additional ads into their videos. Which, yes, people do like to do that, don't they? I don't think I do. I think most of mine gets demonetized anyway, but I think only times only times I have were for much longer format videos. Otherwise, I just don't bother, looking into it. Hang on a sec, I'm just going to read that message. Snake Thing also did, I don't know, he talks about it, but the charges he pled to were encouraging CSA, which is 10 years per charge, and he copped to 8 of them, I think. Really? Can you imagine that, right? You go into the yard, oh, what are you in for? Murder, what are you in for? Robbery, what are you in for? I porked a puppy. Right. Somebody's gonna get molested. And it won't be a puppy ever again. No. I'm glad he got serious time, genuinely. But I do need that name. What's his name? Mysterious Senor. Is he actually called Snake Thing, or does he have a name? Because if you can write the name in the chat, someone in the chat could very kindly DM that name to me, so I can look at it, because that's interesting. Very interesting. Yes. And I'm very glad he got all those years. I would like to see it extended with by 0, and and him kept alive for all of those years. Yes. I think if memory serves, there's a honor code in prisons, and they have lots of programs for rehabbing dogs with inmates. Yeah. I don't think they'd be none too impressed. No, don't link me Kiwi with arms. No, screw that. Nah. I'll check the chat here tomorrow after work, and I will then look into it. Joshua Hoffman. That sounds familiar. Okay, I'll look into it. Cheers, Saki, and thank you, Mysterious Senor. That is, yeah, that's something. By any chance, do you know if he'd said why he did it? Like, why did he want to do it? Because I'm kind of curious about that. The justification for something you can't justify. So, ooh, you have a taste for minors. Okay, what I'll do is I'll switch species. Because that'll get around the law. Right? Oh, his excuse is because he's a furry. I don't think, I mean, I get it, but no, it still doesn't work. But okay, the furry thing, sure. Perhaps because he's a furry, that's a good enough reason, really, and it's more of an incentive for me to ride into battle upon my gimp warhorse, well, war pig or war steed, whichever you want to call her, Leona Lee. Steed, I think is the correct word, actually. Ride her into battle in her gimp costume and attack the menace, the furry menace. We'll throw chocolate grenades loaded with, I don't know, napalm. Will that work? Will it hold in the chocolate? And we'll also, to get the furries, we'll also throw honey. Because does anyone really want a sticky suit? Ah, cheers, Saki. Yeah, I think it'd be very funny. Right, no one wants that. Okay, this works. How much slow do I assume I have to hit 50. Not your gimp. Yes, you are. You are my gimp. Yes. It is bestiality, you're right. He told them he wanted... Oh, jeez. Well, without the context, I wasn't going to know that, was I? Oh. Sorry. Oh, that twitched as well. That was weird. Oh, is it what they're aiming for? I meant sticky in the sense that they just couldn't use it. Imagine that with the fur gloves on. You get some glue there. You get or some honey. Or just get some Gorilla Glue, I guess, actually. That's probably better. And you're just like, you know, you're stuck. Legit stuck. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'll ride on my gimp steed into battle. We'll get the fox hunters as well, because they're our allies in this. And yes, they'll make sure Keith is fed well, and by that I mean not at all, to make her angrier. And perhaps just stick her in a room of things that really irritate her. I'm sure people can think of what that is. Alright. Job. Don't know what's going on with the people in that chat, but pretty sure that Woof is... Oh. Well then. Sophia. Okay, well let's find a decent... I mean, they pay well, but they're not great. That's a decent distance, though. We'll take it, actually, because it's decent distance and the money's not bad. Where are we going? We're going to turn around, are we? Okay. You got a gnome, did you? Oh, is that a new person on the server? Okay, cool. Cool, I'm okay with that. I'll deal with that when I finish here, then. That'd be awesome. Pretty sure, for example, that if Snake Thing didn't encourage him, Woof wouldn't have done half the stuff he did. I don't know who Woof is. But if there's someone else, other people involved, I will certainly now read about it. Gee, some of that sounds, well, even just from the chat, sounds horrific. Yes. Cool. What's their name, by the way, Keith? Because if they might be who I think, there might be someone I know that I speak to on a semi-regular basis. So yes, can I go here yet? It was another person involved. Ah, cheers. I did wonder. Oh, he was in Cuba, was he? Okay, well that's unfortunate. Lady of Freight. Yeah. I think she plays D&D and is a dear friend. So I'm sure you'll all get on really well. Unless I'm mistaken and I somehow managed to get another patron without my realising. Oh, sorry, I looked at my phone for a second. Normally I get alerts. It does sound like that, doesn't it, Karma? So perhaps... I'll just look at it. I don't think I'd make a video on it, but I'm intrigued enough to understand it. Because it sounds brutal. There were things I've already got planned, and that subject is... No, I don't think I could put that on YouTube. Maybe as a... I'm not even going to waste time making it as a BitChute video. It's more of a thing I could look at and just try and understand. Excuse me. Hello, Stina. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a great weekend. Where's my fika? Okay, am I in the right lane? Because this is a weird road. Is this fast enough? Oh no, we're in 80. Right. I can't tell with these roads. These are marginally better, but they still confuse me. What's the point of this road, then, if I can still do 80 here? Bad man in jail, yes. Bad man's gonna suffer in jail, especially when they find out what he's done. People like dogs. Not like that, though. Never like that. If they can prove the children part, he'll never see the outside of a prison because ever as a guarantee. Sorry about that, by the way. I completely my eyes were on the chat at the time. No, not that that's an excuse. I really shouldn't make those excuses. I should just focus on the driving aspect. But I do like interacting, so it's a bit tricky. Speed up, come on. Yeah. Oh, there's a sleep stop here. Handy. How fast can I go? 90. I'll take it. Better man. I'll be honest. Yeah, bad man would beg for isolation. I know people don't talk about why they're in. Sometimes I get it, but people will find out. They always do. Yeah, the 10 years per charge thing sounds great. Depending on how prisons, wherever he is, operate, some will say you'll be out in half for good behaviour and all that. So under that premise, it's not potentially his entire life. If it's absolutely, you haven't. I don't know if you said it or not. If he's gotten 80 years, it still means there's a chance he can get out. But if you include children on top of that, it's a guarantee he's not going out. There's just no chance of a second chance, a last chance. Because you don't get that now, do you? Unless I'm mistaken, so please do correct me if I'm wrong, mysterious signor. Have you heard of this spirit cooking at Hollywood set? Yes, I have heard of that, Lulybell. It is really freaking weird. Really weird. I don't know how to address it. I can't tell Karma if you're being pedantic on that one. You know what I mean? Some people go to prison and they get... It doesn't matter what the sentence is. I don't know if it's effective in your... I don't know which country this is, for example. I don't know, because I never asked. In the UK, let's say that as a template. If it happened here, there's a chance that that person will be out in half the time. There are some places where that could still be effective in certain states, because I know that does apply in the States as well. Good behaviour usually is people who go through rehabilitation programs, or, well, they don't get into trouble. Here we go, cargo market. Great. Then I was pedantic. Thank you. Where are we going? Ah, we're going over here. Yes. Spirit cooking. Isn't that the thing where you use the people or something, a part of the person, perhaps? Isn't it the cooking with... Oh no, is it the fluids? Or is it... I think it is, isn't it? Or is it cooking on the person? The food that's then put on the person, you eat off them. That's not spirit cooking. No, no, no. That's something else. I think it is the... Yeah. I think it is. I can't remember. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. I know I've heard of it, though. Because it was something that was mentioned, I think, in 2018. When it first sort of cropped up. I think it was mocked by probably Bearing, knowing the internet back then anyway. But I can't for sure remember. West Coast USA, well, weird prison punishments from... Really? Either put in protective custody, so with other abusers and solitary, where he had no contact with anyone for 23 hours a day. That's not nice. You know what I'm actually going to do, because it actually irks me enough. Because I can't remember, and... Yes. You drink body fluids and eat body parts. And I hear meowing. My apologies. Let's get rid of this. Deal with this first. Come on. That's it. In you go. Yeah? Yeah, it's alright. Oh, you're soaking. Oh, there you go. Hey? You dry yourself out, yeah? Okay. Sorry, everyone. Tilly's in the room. Meow. Right. Let's continue. Hey, Tiltil. Meow. Indeed. If you're going to climb on me, it's fine, but do try and avoid the steering wheel, please. Give the cat a salami. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah. Hey. Indeed. Meow. You're climbing over the steering wheel. You know what? I'm going because I can't tell if I can or not. I'm not having to use my arms over her. She's soaked as well. They're soaking, like, what do you call it? Tortoiseshell? Is that what you are? Yeah, you're a tortoiseshell. You're one of those weird gingery ones. It's weird because your brother's black and white. And then there's you. Meow. Yeah. Ah, wrong button. This could be interesting. Oh, did she? She meowed at Tilly. Good on her. Ah, you can't lick my ear, can you? Oh, jeez. Sorry. Oh, the cat's got a claw stuck in my shoulder. Nice. I can't see where I'm going. This could be interesting. Oh, you're on my shoulders. Okay, well, they're big enough, so it's fine. Wrong button. There we go. Right. No, cat. Okay, you're gonna do that, aren't you? You can climb on the arm if you want. It's a bit wonky. Not my arm, the arm of the chair. Or you could use my mouse as a toothpick while sitting on my right arm, which means I can't properly steer. Oh, that was that was a bit weird. Oh, jeez. Spirit cooking, yeah, I think it was mocked by Bearing. I do remember hearing about it. Very funny sounding, though, to be honest, really, isn't it? Things some will do to, I don't know, fit in, I guess. Having fun there, Til? No, my nose is not a toothpick, and I now can't see. Cool, thank you. Stop nudging the steering wheel. Your foot's stuck in my t-shirt, isn't it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Ah! You don't make this easy, you know, cat. Jeez. I'm going to crash on it. Where? Oh, it's a helicopter. Oh, what is wrong with you? Let me look at the map. If that's the only way through, it's going to be Sod's Law. Oh, wait. There's another way. There is another way around. We're okay. We can just go this way. Yeah, straight through. Because the helicopter's completely obscured that, so I can't get through. I can't press the map button. There we go. Wait, do I have to do 3 loops? Oh, fiddle borks. Cat, you're climbing on the steering wheel. Oh, you're a nuisance. That blade clip through you on ATS. Oh, do they? Nice. I need to try that sometime. Right. Oh, no, I have to do... Wait, 4 loops? Oh. Oh, this is going to be tricky. No, I can't see. I'm going to guess it. Okay, I seem to have guessed it okay so far. No, not my nose. Not the nose. Ugh. Well, you're certainly making this more interesting. I'll have to give you that. Ugh, my shoulder. You're precious, cat. You're... Yes. I'm now having to do... You know the, thank you, Shannon. Yes. That thing where, some drivers have their hands at 11 and 2 or 10 to, and instead of taking the hand off or turning it calmly, they shuffle their hand across to one another. Oh, thanks. Thanks, cat. They shuffle their hands together. That's what I've been doing now because the cat's just climbing on me all the time. Ah! Oh, no. Meow. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Thanks. Oh, no. You gonna find somewhere to lay down? No. Okay. Is it because you just rubbed all the water that was on your coat on me? Yeah, I figured it was. Yeah. Wait. Hang on. I just... Why have you made me do an entire loop to then go down there? But then... Oh no, because it is... Oh, that is cheeky. Because the only other way around would be this way. Oh, that's clever. Okay. Fair enough. Wait, how many of those do I have to do now? Ah, that's a bullock. Very well. We will do 3 more loops. Hello, what? Meow, yes. She does like to meow. Don't you? Meow. Yeah. Not yet. Give me like, let me do my 2 remaining revolutions at least, okay? I'm not going through that. I'm not, no. Because I've had the issue with other things and hitboxes. It's just, nah. No! Not now, Tilly! Bear kitty! What are you doing? Not my nose. Not the nose! Ah. She, is Tilly. And, yes, she is quite precious. You should sit Tilly by the controls and let her play for now. You realise what would happen? She'd look at them, and then she'd just walk away. So all you'd see for an hour is just static. Nothing moving. You might hear me in the background snoring. Pet the kitty. I have actually been petting her the whole time. Makes it very difficult to steer because she's just being a cow. Now she's moved on to cleaning her teeth on an acoustic. Yes. She is what I like to call the peanut gallery because if I'm doing something, she'll just come in and start contributing. Courtesy of her meows, which just sound like... Oh no, you stopped meowing. What you stop meowing for? Meow. No, you're not gonna meow? Okay. You're just gonna take my hand away from this. Okay, cool. She's purring, yeah. She's got quite the loud motor. She has a motor on her. And, yes. I'm just glad the other one, Speckles, isn't trying to come in, because it turns out Speckles and Tilly don't like each other. And they fight, and by that I mean Speckles beats Tilly up because Tilly's a lot smaller. And I can't allow that, because it's not right. It's not. I don't like the... You know. Weirdly, Crackers, she's female, but she's a lot older. Gets on with Speckles fine. Bobbin does too. But not Tilly. I don't know why. Oh, jeez, Cat, you're now sitting on my left arm. Okay. Play us a song, Tilly. You gonna play us a song, Till? No, you're just gonna stick your claws into my arm. Okay. It's one of those times where I wish I was wearing like a jumper or something, because then perhaps I wouldn't just have your claws going into bare flesh. But what do I know? I guess maybe I'm making an unreasonable demand. But what are you focusing on now? Well, this is not my arm for a second, I guess. I'll sort out the bed for you in a moment. In about 15 minutes. Yes. I think she's going to go to sleep on one of my jackets. Oh, my apologies. I had to yawn then. I'm going to have a drink while I remember. No, not while there's a drink in my arm. Stay hydrated, kids. Ah! Oh, fiddle box. Meow. Why are you going so slow? You're going too slow. Meow. 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 Not my nose. Thank you. Nah. You're welcome. Best game since Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Hey, that sounds like a fun game. Usually Tilly hasn't been turning up for a while actually, because Speckles and her, and so it's nice to have her around. I just have to make sure Speckles doesn't also come in because it becomes an issue. You still can't find a spot. It's because my quilt's folded up, isn't it? I'm sorry, Til. I had to have the dogs in here earlier, and if they sleep on my bed or they pee on it, the blanket especially, they'd ruin it. It's a weighted blanket. I can't put that in the washing machine, by the way. Far too heavy. I still marvel at the fact that for a weighted blanket, it doesn't really do the job of, you know, keeping me static. If anything, it just incentivizes my legs to do more movement and end up with it by my feet by the time I wake up. Which, yeah, that's what I wanted. Although now I've thought about it, do I need to buy new pillows? I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that at the end of this month. I'm still contemplating getting a new bed at some point, but I'll wait until, I don't know, the summer. Be a more ideal time to do something like that. I'm going to be here for another 15 minutes, Christina, and I will be awake for a few more hours, say 2 to 3 hours. Why are you so slow? I'm going to overtake you now. And welcome to the stream, by the way. As you can see, I'm a top quality driver. I have a cat next to me who has been helping. I've crashed a few times because of it. She is top tier helping. I feel like a weighted blanket would make me freak out with claustrophobia. Actually, I would say this, Shannon, the weighted blanket did make me feel like that at first. Because it's you know, it was 10 extra kilos on me. Well, it's a 10 kilo blanket, obviously not the whole thing on me, but it's that weight. But then first night, I woke up with it by my feet, and I was like, huh. That's kind of strange. And yeah, I was kind of a bit baffled because, you know, I paid a lot. They're not cheap. I mean, they're not horrifically expensive, but they're not cheap. And yeah, it wasn't where I wanted it to be, but I did sleep well by comparison to how I was before. Because before I bought the weighted blanket, I was just using regular fleece blankets and not really wrapping up or, you know, taking care of myself sleep-wise. And I will, Christina, of course I will. But yeah, my bed is only a few years old, but the issues I have with it come from the storage problems, because I have 2 drawers that go underneath it, one of which is obscured entirely by a chest of drawers next to my bed. But also the fact that because of the frame, my chair is just constantly banging into it and ruining the fabric around the edges, which has damaged the drawers a little. It's not because I'm heavy. I'm not slamming into it. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It's like natural wear. It's a good friend. How dare you call me friend? I thought I was your husband. I think, yeah, just I was considering it. Because also then I could just, it's still in fully functioning order. I could just give it to my sister, and then, because she needs a better bed, and get something a bit more suitable for the room I have. Perhaps it's maybe a frivolous expense, but as I said, I'm not considering that anytime for, you know, till summerish, because I think I still want to do the air conditioning I mentioned. I still think it needs to be done in this house, and it would benefit them so much. That's better. How dare you incorrectly name me? You should be ashamed of yourself. Not the cat, that was my hand. Don't be scared, cat. Yeah. Would never do that to you. You're adorable when you're not being a cow. I love the look she just gave me of pure disdain and then just looked away. Only when I gave a fuss did she look back. Meow. 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 Yeah. You give me lip for? Meow. Yeah. Meow. Yeah. I like that. I meow at her. She looks at me with the most serene look on her face. Meow. Meow. Yeah. You have a decent thick coat, I have to say. Oh, you got lag. I'm very sorry. It might be my end, to be fair. I do apologise. Go back to the friends. Go back. The friend zone comment. It amuses me more. Yeah. Damn you, Christina. How could you do this to me? I can't believe you did this. You should be ashamed of yourself. I will look at the progress, though, because, yes, I'm very excited to see where that goes. And normally I share that with patrons anyway, because it should be interesting. Yes. Give her a slow blink. That works. Yeah. I'm sorry that you get hot like that, because I have similar issues, believe it or not. But I don't sweat. That's the in that sense. I just get hot, and it really bugs me because I'm the kind in the winter. If I wear say people are wearing 2-3 layers to stay warm, I could only do one because if I put on a second, I start to almost hyperventilate. But it's not because of the pressure of the clothing. It's just my body's gotten too warm because of it. I don't quite understand it. I'm a bit weird like that. And the weighted blanket I have, it is a good blanket to be fair. As I said, the only thing I really need to replace are the pillows because they're just worn out. I might look to buy a decent set this time though. And hello FabFit Kiki, hope you're well. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It's been good. Oh, okay, she's sleeping on my coat now. That's nice. It's a thermal one, so at least she'll be warm. A salt lamp. Are those the ones that are made of the like Himalayan salt blocks? And they're ridiculous. Like you can lick them. I mean, or you could probably just like crack it slightly and put it on your dinner. They sell those in this bath bomb shop in my town. They look fantastic, I will say. Yeah, they look really nice. They also look quite soothing for the colour as well. Oh, Am I in the right town? If I've already gotten to... it's pink salt. Yeah. Those are bad for the cats. Oh, what a shame. Shannon, did we ever stream? I don't think we ever did. I don't think I ever... I may have... I don't think I've ever knowingly been on a stream with you. I don't think I have. Because I think while I knew, for example, the honey badgers and stuff, I never got invited onto their show or anything, or any of their shows. I know you were on theirs quite a lot. I think you were. But I think we were in different circles. That's the point. And I just, never happened really. And I stopped. It wasn't so for example, I stopped going on a lot of streams because there were too many, but also because I wanted to try and distance myself a little from some people that I thought perhaps would be a bit more, I don't want to say toxic, but they're kind of, some people have that way about themselves where they just don't care enough to protect themselves and build something, and it's tricky. It's kind of weird, I will say. Very weird. Bath bombs are the bomb. I'll take your word for it. I'm a shower guy personally. I can't really. I don't know how to say anything else. It's just I'm a bloke. I don't do baths. They're a hassle to me. But also the bathtub here isn't the biggest. I don't really see a point. We have a nice big wet room downstairs. But yeah, I think it might have been just circles. Yeah, yeah, some people, yeah, there was a lot going on. The politics, so like anti-SGWSA or the social commentary community stuff, that was active for a few years. I have to say, I don't miss, I don't miss the communities. I did miss that. I kind of wished I'd gone to that VidCon. That looked like a lot of fun. That one VidCon, I actually genuinely wanted to go to it. And it's a shame that those communities tore themselves apart shortly afterwards. That really was a shame, because I was looking forward to it. I was even talking to Sophane about it. We were like, yeah, I'll go with you guys, and yeah, then it all fell apart, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess the idea of a community isn't such a good idea. I feel like I missed out, but never mind. At least I didn't waste money trying to go to VidCon to then be let down. Although I did find all the backstabbing and, yeah, the accusations and the arguments, essentially early IBS, really went off, and it was very, yeah, that was sad. But I did also quite like some of the honesty you got from some people who said, like, so Blair pointed out that a lot of those who were, some of those that were a certain thing on camera were not the same off. There was an obvious fakery, and they didn't like, and Blair didn't like it. And I kind of got, you expect that, because unless you are actually spending a lot of time with someone, for the most part, you can kind of get a feel for it. There's obviously a character for some, and yeah, it's not great. And you were angry a lot, yes, I do remember. It's not great for anyone's mental health to be in that constant state of, yeah, no. I think I'm quite lucky, really, because I never spent enough time with them. I didn't really get to by choice, not by choice even. I just didn't get asked to, which perhaps was better. So I could just do whatever I wanted, really. It's a weird flex, but it's kind of good though, isn't it? Just work on yourself and do your own thing and not have to concern yourself with a community. Although it's nothing wrong with a community. There's only something wrong with it if that community, while simultaneously denying there's a community, attacks itself for being a community. I always thought Crowder was more humble or possibly not humble, but either a really smug tosser off camera or a really genuinely nice person off camera. Like everything on camera was more exaggerated, but I couldn't tell. But to be honest, based on how Crowder's character's portrayed online, it's a niche. It works, and everyone, he gets the views, he gets the clicks, he gets the sponsorships and the memberships. I don't think I think. Hang on, have I met any creators? I don't think I have. Have I? So there was one called Mim Headroom. He after 2016 he helped me a little. We met up once, but he doesn't make content. He's a social scientist now. He's very busy doing his PhD and stuff. But because I'm in the UK, even though we're a small country, I'm one of the few in the southeast. Everyone else that I know is in Midlands or North, and so like the creators, especially the commentary ones, yeah, no, they're not about. I figured he would be, yeah. A lot of it is played up, and it kind of makes sense. But I'm glad he's a nice guy. I know that didn't Blair say something about Ruben not being the same? I don't know. It sounds about. How do I phrase it? Perhaps as interesting as it is to know that people are characters and they're not the same off camera, sometimes it can be nice to know that some are genuine. At least, I assume I have to be in this one anyway. Yeah. so weird that creepy YouTubers that I know now make the content I do now are so much nicer. And there aren't witch hunts every month. Yeah, to be fair, Jesus Christ. Some of the witch hunts, I remember those. It was basically a version of internet blood sports. No one cared for it. It needed to go the way of the dinosaurs and stop because people just cringed out. I never watched those live streams of people shouting at each other unless I was really, really down and I thought, I'll watch this because it'll amuse me to watch people fall apart. And I was right, and it feels like it's not an arrogant thing to say, but I felt so much better about myself knowing that those who were people I looked up to were just as human, just as easy to make, just as susceptible to making mistakes. And I will say this, Shannon, I'm glad the YouTubers that make the content you make are nice. Genuinely. I really am glad, because we weren't a part of a very nice community. It was toxic. It was toxic from the offset, and the only thing that united people was a common enemy. And then when it slipped and everything fell apart, it became political lines. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're right-wing, conservative. I don't care if you're trad. I don't care if you're neocon. I don't care what you are. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you're nice. Is it so hard to be that? Actually, are there many creators I talk to these days? I mean, besides Irate Alex, me and him, White Sith Male, of course. We all get on incredibly well. I know Christina Prime, obviously, she makes content too, but she's not a part of commentary. She's an artist. An incredibly talented one at that. I think perhaps, I don't really spend much time talking to other creators these days. I think it's better for me to not then, because then where's the common ground is, we make content. That's about it, really. Me and Alex, it's like, we both make similar content in some respects, and we both respect each other immensely, so we can get on really well. But also, I like helping him. I've been helping him for years, and I'm happy to, in the sense of just little bits here and there. Like, for example, the new series on his channel, it's called Absolute Bonkers. Yeah, that name came from me, because I like the word bonkers, and I was going to use it, and I was like, actually, you know what? It works for you better than it does me. So go for it, mate. And we had a skit idea today, yesterday even, for the Content Constable next video. It's really funny. It's a stupid idea, but it's really, really funny. So I want to use it. How far are we, by the way? You are still a YouTuber regardless, Christina Prime. Do not even try me. Oh, we're not too far, but you know what? We have hit the 2-hour mark. Alex is an angel, you're right. White Sith Male, he's solid, always has been. No, I don't, Christina. Bearing, no, I haven't spoken to him in years. And Undimmed, no, I haven't spoken. He's on my server, but I think the only people he speaks to now are the Britisher and Magog, which is great because they do a stream series every so often. We have hit the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and look at whatever Christina has for me, and go from there, really, because I need to record. I might not do it tonight because I'm actually feeling really sleepy. But I might record the Pit and the Pendulum tonight. I can't guarantee it, though. So, thank you for joining. And I'll see you all later. Bye.